What if being human means accepting that we'll never be perfect? Michel de Montaigne, a French philosopher from the 1500s, asked this kind of question, not to sound smart, but to understand life a little better. Montaigne's perspective on human imperfection encourages us to embrace our flaws as an integral part of the human experience, finding freedom and authenticity in accepting ourselves as we are. In this video, we'll explore some of his most powerful thoughts, honest, ironic, and surprisingly modern. Let's see what Montaigne can still teach us about us. Montaigne didn't pretend to have all the answers. Instead, he embraced doubt, imperfection, and even contradiction. Montaigne reminds us that it's okay not to be perfect, and that sometimes the best wisdom comes from simply paying attention to life as it is. We are all made of weaknesses and mistakes. Let us forgive each other our foolishness. It is the first law of nature. Life is an uncertain journey. Our task is not to know where we are going, but to know how to adapt at each step. Truly, man is a marvelously vain, diverse, and undulating object. It is hard to found any constant and uniform judgment on him. Every man bears the whole stamp of the human condition. This quote emphasizes the universality of human imperfection, suggesting that each individual embodies the full range of human qualities and flaws. For Montaigne, human failings are not merely bearable, they are almost a cause for celebration. This interpretation of Montaigne's philosophy highlights his unique approach to imperfection, viewing it not as a burden, but as something to be embraced and even celebrated. I do not portray being, I portray passing, not the passing from one age to another, but from day to day, from minute to minute. Here, Montaigne acknowledges the ever-changing nature of human existence, implying that imperfection is an inherent part of our fluid state. There is no greater certainty than the uncertainty of life. All our days are stages of a farewell. I prefer the company of peasants because they have not been educated sufficiently to reason incorrectly. I speak the truth, not so much as I would, but as much as I dare, and I dare a little more as I grow older. Many of Montaigne's reflections on life, death, friendship, and the human condition remain deeply relatable today. His quote, "He who fears he will suffer, already suffers because of his fear," speaks to the universal human experience of anxiety and anticipation. Let us not be ashamed to speak what we shame not to think. Through his witty and thoughtful essays, he explored love, fear, death, friendship, and all the messy parts of being alive, without judging, just observing, with honesty and curiosity. We believe in nothing so firmly as in that which we know least. The greatest honor one can give to wisdom is to follow one's doubts. There is no vice more common than ingratitude. Wisdom is the art of living peacefully with what cannot be changed. Nature has given us but one entrance to life and 100,000 exits. Every opinion has something right and something wrong. We cannot be both wise and desperate at the same time. We are taught to live when life is already past. No man was ever wise by accident. Man is nothing but a bundle of opinions. The honor we receive from those who fear us is not honor. Old age leaves more wrinkles on our minds than on our faces. Our passions are the only true tyrants of our lives. In marriage, what happens is what happens in cages. The birds outside despair of ever entering, and with equal intensity those inside despair of ever getting out. Solitude serves to form great souls. Our soul is often deceived more by love of itself than by love of truth. Fear is the thing I fear most. There is no passion more contagious than fear. Men are more concerned with fleeing death than with truly living. There is nothing rarer than a completely free person. Friendship is one soul inhabiting two bodies. There can be no true friendship except between two equals. Laws cannot govern what the heart refuses to follow. Happiness does not depend on what we lack, but on what we have. Time is no respecter of those who do not know how to use it. In conclusion, Montaigne's emphasis on self-reflection, critical thinking, intellectual humility, cultural understanding, and lifelong learning make his work highly relevant in addressing the complexities and challenges of modern life. His essays and quotes continue to offer valuable insights and guidance for navigating our rapidly changing world. Thanks for watching.